how are you doing? I hope that you're having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Taylor. Welcome, it's very nice to meet you. Today I have a book haul. I have been waiting since December to unbox this, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And to be honest, I actually don't remember what I bought because I placed this order in November. So it's gonna be a surprise for both you and me for what I got. And I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that you like book hauls. I think book hauls are some of my favorite videos to watch on BookTube, along with like readathons and reading vlogs and all of that. I hope that you enjoy. It's also been years since I bought off of bookoutlet.com, and I forgot just how dangerous that website is. So I already have my cart full again for another book haul. It's just too hard to not get books off of Book Outlet. I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion, but I really love when books have deckled edges. I don't know, there's just something about it. First up is The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. I actually haven't seen this book too much around, so I'm interested to see what it's about and everything. I just realized that this is also the author of The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which I'm currently reading. It's definitely very interesting so far. I already know that I like this author, so I'm really excited to read this at some point, hopefully in the near future, and see what it's about. So on the back it says, a murder on the high seas, a detective duo, and a demon who may or may not exist. In 1634, and Samuel Pepys, the world's greatest detective, is being transported to Amsterdam to be executed for a crime he may or may not have committed. Traveling with him is his loyal bodyguard, Arndt Hayes, who is determined to prove his friend innocent. Among the other guests is Sarah Wessel, a noble woman with a secret. This sounds super interesting, and like I said, I'm currently reading The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I like the writing style and how it's told, so I have a feeling like this book is definitely going to be super interesting and fun. I hate the Target stickers so much. But the next one is A Lady's Guide for Mischief and Mayhem by Amanda Collins. Apparently this is for both romance and mystery fans, and I love both mystery and romance, especially together. I think it's such a fun combination. I don't know too much about this one. I kind of bought it off of a whim. It's a historical romance and mystery, and that's all I needed to know basically going into this. It takes place in England 1865. We have a newspaper columnist, Lady Catherine Bascom, and a detective inspector, Andrew Eversham. So they work together on finding a killer lurking in the shadows, and it just sounds really good, and I can't wait to read this one soon. This will also be my first book by Amanda Collins, so I'm excited to read a new author. Then I ended up picking up Simmer Down by Sarah Smith. And this blurb on the back is all that I needed to hear to get this book. This food truck romance serves up an enemies to lovers story that is spicy, salty, and sweet delicious. I honestly, well, the cover is just absolutely adorable, and I love anything that has to deal with culinary or food truck related. That is one of my weaknesses. I love a good story with a cooking element or food truck or baking, anything along those lines. If you didn't know this about me, in my high school, my junior and senior year, besides going to school, I went to also a secondary school, which I went for culinary arts. So I took culinary arts for 2 years, and it was the most magical time of my life. So besides going to like my main high school, we also had the option to go to like a trade school and pick up credits from there as well. So I'd go to my home school for half the time, and then I would go to my trade school for culinary arts. They had like a lot of things you could take. Culinary arts was obviously one of them. Early childhood and education, cosmetology, auto mechanic. There's like so many different things that you could take, but I ended up taking culinary arts, and like I said, it was the most magical time of my life. I met my fiance in class there my senior year, and I will forever be grateful for culinary arts. So that's why I absolutely love anything that involves food, food truck, culinary arts, baking, anything. So when I saw this, I absolutely needed to pick it up. I am a little nervous about this one now because my friend Allie from Dreamerwithabook, I have her link down below, she recently put out a video where she was donating books that she didn't really like that were on her bookshelf to free little libraries, and which I'll have the video linked down below. Allie is amazing and incredible, and she has been new to starting out videos in the booktube community. So again, I'll have Allie linked down below, but I know that she said that this book is very, very spicy, and she didn't like the writing style too much. She said it was kind of immature for her taste. She might have liked it better in college. So that's the only thing that's making me a little bit nervous about this. I also didn't think that it was a super, super spicy book. I thought like the spicy and salty was just a play on words for food. So I guess just be warned if you want to pick this book up that it's probably spicy and smutty. I can't talk on it because I haven't read it yet, but I definitely am still excited, just a little bit nervous. Another book with deckled edges. The next one that I picked up is Katherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. And I've seen this in Target so many times when I'm shopping in the book section, and I always pass it and I'm like, one, it has an interesting cover, and two, it just sounds very intriguing. I don't even know how you describe Katherine House. It's a seductive gothic infused debut of literary suspense set within a secluded elite university and following a dangerously curious, rebellious undergraduate who uncovers a shocking secret about an inclusive circle of students and the dark truth behind her school's promise of prestige. So I hope that I end up really liking this. I ended up looking on Goodreads, and there's a lot, I didn't realize this before I bought it, there is a lot of mixed reviews on this book, and we'll see. If anybody knows how to take these stickers off and the stickiness underneath them, please let me know down below. It will be greatly appreciated. I have so many books with like the Target stickers on them that I really would love to get off. But the next book that I got is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I honestly forgot what this is about. I know there is quite a few books by this author, and I wanted to start out with The Wedding Date. I vow to take thee as my date, to pretend to have and to hold, from rehearsal dinner to reception end, till Sunday do us part. Agreeing to go to a wedding with a guy she gets stuck with in an elevator is something Alexa Monroe wouldn't normally do. She's definitely not the spontaneous type, but there's something about Drew Nichols that's too hard to resist. There's something about a wedding and a fake date that always interests me, so I'm really excited for this one. Another Target sticker. The last book that I ended up purchasing for this haul is Paris is Always a Good Idea by Jen McKinley. I have had this on my Amazon wish list for so long, and I finally took the plunge and I got it from Book Outlet because it was a couple dollars cheaper than what it was on Amazon. I have always wanted to visit Paris, so whenever I see a book that is about Paris or takes place there, I'm there for it. Or just traveling in general, especially to Europe. I just love it. So a 30-year-old woman retraces her gap years through Ireland, France, and Italy to find love in herself in this hilarious and heartfelt novel. And it's a rom-com, which I absolutely love rom-coms, and about traveling. So you can't get much better than that if you're like me and you love those combinations. This is probably one of the ones I am most excited for because it has been on my wish list for so long. I'm very excited about them all, but I think that Paris is Always a Good Idea and The Devil in the Dark Water are my top two that I definitely want to get to first and then read the other ones as well after. But yeah, these are definitely ones I'm very, very excited for. So yeah. These are all the books that I ended up getting for this haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you read any of these books or if you have picked them up recently and added them to your bookshelf, or if they're on your TBR. I would love to hear if any of these are on your TBR or if you've read them in the comments down below, or if you want to tell me any books that you've recently hauled. Let's talk. So I just wanted to say, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so very much for watching. I hope that you have a magical, wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.